It's 2018 and 2019 again. Patrick Mahomes completed passes to 9 different tight ends or wide receivers. Their speed is everywhere. Playmakers everywhere. 32 points a game in the last month. I hate to inform the rest of the NFL, but this is now once again the best offense, the best coach, the best quarterback, and the most flexible. 8, 9 different targets. Some are fast, some are possession. Some are twitchy, some are big, some are tight ends, and the defense is remarkable. And here's the thing. Really smart people make mistakes. Yeah, but they're able to quickly identify those mistakes. They're able to let their ego not get in the way, and then they course correct very quickly. Kansas City, I believe, has rebuilt their offensive line 3 times in 5 years. I think they've rebuilt this receiving core 4 times in maybe 7 years. And now all of a sudden, it's the deepest receiving core in the NFL. And the Chiefs, and you saw this yesterday with the Rams, adaptable. They're not one thing. Puka Nakua's out, no big deal. We'll give 3 or 4 tight ends a look. And you look at Kansas City yesterday, Hollywood Brown, Worthy, Rice, Travis Kelce. I mean, Rashee Rice comes back, 10 targets. 10 targets. Mahomes and Rashee Rice haven't played in an actual game in like a year, and he's throwing no-look passes to him. And so I don't feel bad for the Chargers or Baltimore or Joe Burrow and the Bengals, although he's hurt this year. All these teams had a chance. Kansas City was 3-3. They didn't have Rice. They didn't have Worthy. This was your time to make up ground on them. But right now, Kansas City's not only back, I think they're better than ever. They have drafted so well. This is the deepest, twitchiest, most unique wide receiving core, the best play designer, the best distributor. I watched yesterday, and, it was like Mahomes was in a baseball cap in the 4th quarter. It's like they pulled their starting pitcher after a great 2-hitter, and he had a 6-run lead in the 7th inning, and he sat in the dugout and watched, but I don't see a hole. I said this a month ago when they clobbered the Ravens. Everybody said, oh, the Ravens are beat up. That's not what I watched. Right now, they just keep adding elements. And I saw it with the Rams in Jacksonville. The smart teams in this league, they miss on draft picks. They make mistakes. They get players hurt. They have 2 and 3 game slumps, but they course correct. They identify mistakes quickly. Smart wins in this league. And I saw it in London with the Rams. I saw it with the Chiefs. A no-look pass to Rashee Rice. They haven't played together in a year. Only Andy Reid. Well, the wildest game of the day is a team that is trying to supplant, catch, and beat in the AFC West. It involved the Denver Broncos, who for 3 quarters were unwatchable and were getting hammered 19-0 by the New York Giants. They came back to win a wild, wild shootout. But what I really watched in this game and what I really saw, and I'm sure you saw, 2 franchise quarterbacks. Jaxson Dart for the Giants was the better one early. Bo Nix was pretty special late. But that's what I saw. They're both a little uneven. They make mistakes. They have bad quarters. But both are confident, use their legs. Their coaches like them to use their legs. And, running quarterbacks, for the record, are very effective. In fact, it's Patrick Mahomes' breaking ball. It's what he uses in every big Super Bowl or AFC championship. So Jaxson Dart, mobile, doesn't take his eyes off down the field. Same with Bo Nix. Bo Nix had 4 first downs running and 2 touchdowns. I don't know why Sean Payton doesn't run him more. They're both excellent at it. And when you're learning to decipher NFL defenses, pick up first downs. Russell Wilson did it. Mahomes did it. Lamar did it. You're good enough in the pocket, but you're not going to be great in the pocket because both Bo and Jaxson Dart, unlike Mahomes, had to play like in September of their first year, right, with imperfect rosters. And neither one of them got, Andy Reid. So everybody keeps doubting Bo Nix because, like a lot of young quarterbacks, he's uneven. He just had the greatest quarter of any NFL football player ever, scoring 33 points. And it's like Klay Thompson. Remember, Klay Thompson once scored 37 points in a quarter. Remember that with the Warriors, 37 points? That doesn't make him better than Steph Curry or better than KD, but it makes him a Hall of Famer and it makes him a great player. Bo Nix is never going to be Mahomes. He doesn't have that ceiling. He's never going to be Josh Allen. He may never be Lamar or Justin Herbert. But he's Klay Thompson. He's going to be involved in championships. He's going to be involved in winning a lot of football games. And so that's what I see. Bo can be very, very hot and cold. But in the fourth quarter this year alone, Bo Nix has 3 game-winning drives. That is a season's worth. And he's still a kid. I would prefer a complete game. I would love a great first quarter and a great third quarter. Bo against really good teams, and the Giants defense is really good and was excellent for 3 quarters. That's not what he is yet. And by the way, the Jaxson Dart drive on what we thought at the time was a game-winning drive. I thought it was so smart. I didn't love the PI call. In that kind of consequential moment, I don't like that PI call, but they called it. It is what it is. Peyton didn't like it either. But again, I thought Jaxson Dart, here's what I really noticed with both these guys. Bo Nix and Jaxson Dart. They're not overwhelmed by the moment. They're not rattled. They're not frenetic. They're actually, I think Bo Nix focuses better and is more confident trailing late. I think Jaxson Dart, maybe it's great-looking kid. I don't know what it is, but Jaxson Dart never feels overwhelmed. And for the record, Bo Nix has more weapons and a better offensive line. So what Jaxson Dart's doing, he's doing it. He's got Scattaboo, but Denver's got better players, better offensive line, more weapons, perceived as the better coach and play caller and play designer. So Jaxson Dart shouldn't win this game. Jaxson Dart shouldn't lead for 3 quarters. And Denver's defense is better than the Giants. So in a losing cause, I thought Jaxson Dart was amazing. To go into Denver and to give the Broncos defense all sorts of trouble. And to lead 19, if you'd have told me the Giants don't score 19 points in the total game before it started, I would have said, yeah, I can see that, 13, 14, 17 points. So, in a losing cause, if you're a Giants fan, you got your guy. You got your guy. He just needs a better O-line. He needs more help. Denver's got the better players. Denver's probably got the better coach. Denver's probably got the better general manager. Denver's definitely got more weapons. Mims and Sutton and Harvey and Ingram. Denver has a Super Bowl roster. The Giants don't. So I was blown away by both guys. I really was blown away by Jaxson Dart, and I wasn't blown away with Bo Nix until the fourth quarter. But that was Klay Thompson scoring 37 and a quarter. You can stop arguing. Klay Thompson's great. He's not Curry, he's not KD, but 37 and a quarter. Not a lot of people on the planet ever can do that. And Bo Nix just had the greatest quarter of any player in league history. I'm sorry. That's hard to do. Even with Sean Payton as your coach. Yeah, he's a streaky shooter. He just gets into these moments. I do think, and I said this last week, use his legs. Brian Daboll has quickly identified Jaxson Dart's mobility, and they are leaning into it. I would lean into Bo Nix's legs. When you're a young quarterback trying to figure out and decipher these NFL defenses, this is not college ball. The windows are tight. The DBs are better. The pass rush is bigger, better athletes. Things close quickly. Use the legs. Move the chains. Extend drives.